always joke that this is going to be karaoke with Jess. And so today we're going to do soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Welcome to Caffeinate and Advocate, the show where we sip coffee and talk all things mental health. I'm your host, Jess, and today I'm joined by Audrey, who is a new member of the Pure Star team. Audrey, what do you do here at Pure Star?
So I just started at Pure Star in January, and I'm part of the new care management team. So I help out with the retention and continuity of care and things like that. So right now I've been getting to know the peers and the staff, and yeah, it's been really great so far.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome.
And now I'm here on the podcast.
Now you are. You're here. And this is a dream in the making today on a phone call. I kind of joked with Audrey about having her do Caffeinate and Advocate, where we would talk about cats, but the dream is reality. And today we're going to talk about our cats. So sit back and enjoy, and we'll tell you all things about them. So Audrey, let's start off.
Okay.
How many cats do you have?
I have two.
Two. What are their names?
So I have a girl. Her name's Molly. She's 19.
Oh, she's old.
She's old.
Okay.
She's geriatric.
Yeah.
She's gonna be 20 in a few months.
That's amazing.
And then I have another cat. His name's Louie, and he's 7.
And he's 7.
Yep.
And Audrey, I have 2 cats. Bing and Tinsel are their names. They are Persian cats, so they're very fluffy. And there is a reason we're talking about cats. I do promise this. So one of the things I said is, my cats bring me so much joy, and I wish that for other people. So I assume, as much as you like to talk about cats too, what is it, or how do your cats and having pets, how do they improve your life and your overall wellness?
That's a really good question, and it's something that, just everything about them, in a way, helps. Just looking at them, they could be doing nothing, and it just makes my day.
They do nothing, and it's the most perfect nothing.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. Their presence is just so, just looking at them be calm makes me feel calm.
Yeah.
And things like that. I'm trying to think what else.
Well, we were just talking before we started too, and I said how, interesting it is that if the world treated each other the way my daughters and myself treat our cats, it would be such a better place. Everybody would feel better. So, when my cats walk into a room, and we have one that's 8 years old, for 8 years, every time he walks in a room, someone goes, oh, look how handsome he is, or oh, look how wonderful he is. And I think just talking that positively throughout the day helps improve our positive thoughts throughout the day. So that's just something we do in our house. I know not everyone can have pets, but that is something that brings some kind of joy and wellness to ours.
Yeah.
Are there things that you do, do you incorporate your cats daily into something, into your routine?
Of course, yes. They have to be. I have to see them every day, no matter what. Even if I have a busy day, I need to spend some part of that either petting them or just being with them in the same room, cuddling with them. I just need them present, in the room with me. And I feel without that, my day's just not complete. It's not the same. Even when I was in college, I went to college in Philly, and I came home every single weekend because I wanted to see my cats, because I just felt the whole week without them, I'm this is not, I need them, in part of my daily life, so it was hard.
Missing.
Something's missing. I'm and they just make everything feel so much better. You could have, no matter what kind of day you had, you see your cat, they start purring, your day's automatically just better. Even if it was good already, now it's even better. If it was the worst day, it's just not as bad. I don't know.
Yeah, and in peer support, we talk about, building a support system. And so many times people think that's other people. And it can be. Obviously, it's really beneficial to have other people in your support system. But I think it can also be pets that you just mentioned that can fulfill your day. It can make you feel they can bring you joy. And I think another way, you mentioned having a bad day, you can go to your cats. They don't talk back. which is wonderful. Exactly. You can say anything you want to say to them, and they just are looking at you like, oh, here I am. You know, they're not dogs. Dogs will actually try to like make you feel better. A cat is like, you can pet me now.
Yeah.
You know, but it is. I think people need to know that it's okay to look at pets and utilize them for all those benefits that they can have.
And like you were saying, it's like their love is so unconditional. They love you on your worst days and your best days. They don't judge you.
As long as you feed them.
Yeah, of course. As long as you're, you know, nice to them.
You meet their every whim, because they are cats.
Of course, and that's good. I'm glad. That's another thing that I actually love about them is how they, like, you need to kind of earn their respect in a way.
Yeah.
And I like that they have boundaries, and they definitely can, like, put those boundaries onto people, and like, I like that.
That's a really good point too. They do have boundaries, and we should have those, and we should respect those.
I like that they set boundaries because, and if they do, and you respect those boundaries, they respect you back, and it's just like a mutual thing.
And it's neat. I know not everyone's a cat person, so even when we were getting ready to do this, we were like, we're going to talk about our cats. And, you know, some people are like, oh, no. But, I mean, it's something I wish for everybody. I wish for everyone to feel the joy and the excitement that something as simple as talking about my cat or cats, looking at my cats, buying silly things for my cats, you know, I wish that for everybody. There is a peace, there is a calmness, there's a joy that comes with having a pet.
Of course, and there's also a lot of research on it as well. It's like scientific, like cats specifically. I've read so many articles about how cats, like their purring is therapeutic, and it really lowers your risk for heart attacks, and just like it's good for your heart health and your mental health and everything like that.
Research says it, evidence-based, get yourself a cat.
Yes.
And if not, we can talk about puppies, because I do like dogs too. But now it is time for a coffee can question, which is the time where we pick a random question out of our container. I actually was trying to kind of rig it a little bit. And I think I didn't. I don't know if I did it well. So go ahead and pick a question. We don't know what it's going to be. You get to pick it. We'll both get to answer it, but you get to pick it.
I picked two.
Oh, okay.
Okay, which one is this? What do you feel the biggest myth about mental health is? Ooh. I have to think about that.
Okay, well, good. I'll answer it. And then you can answer it. I think one of the things that we try to break when we talk about breaking stigma in mental health, it's that myth that you can just snap out of it, that you can just get over it, and the myth that it's a weakness. And I've said it 1,000 times. We haven't done 1,000 episodes, but I've said it almost every episode. Being human is hard, and you know, mental health is no different than physical health. So the myth that you can just snap out of it, and the myth that it's a sign of weakness, those I think are the biggest myths that we need to work to overcome and to, you know, teach a different way.
Yeah, of course. I definitely agree, and that made me think about also like how you're talking about the stigma that comes with mental health and how it could be seen as a weakness. But like you said, it's this pretty much the same as physical health. No one really looks at that as like a weakness. It's just like, oh, this person is going through this thing that's like part of their physical health. But with mental health, people tend to always like label it, and they have to like put a diagnosis on it, even if it's just a common mental health symptom or just something that someone's experiencing. It's not always like a diagnosis. It's just everyone has mental health.
Yeah.
I think that's another myth too, that only certain people like with a diagnosis are struggling with mental health. It's for everyone. Every single person has mental health.
Yeah, well, that's a perfect way to end. Yeah. The fact that, like, what an amazing way to look at it is we all have mental health. Mm-hmm. Sometimes our mental health is doing well. Sometimes our mental health may be struggling, just like our physical health. So what a wonderful note to end on. Audrey, I'm so glad you're a cat lover. We can share pictures later.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, I can't wait to see pictures. And I keep saying I'm going to find a way to have them pop pictures of our cats into these episodes.
Ooh, good idea.
Yeah. Audrey, thank you so much. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure to have you. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.